There's some person just trying to figure out what in the world is going on. Come on, you trying to, all this discouragement, all this noise that's going on in our ears, in our nation, in our world. Oh, some of us can identify with the psalmist. Look what the psalmist said in Psalm 13:1. He says, how long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? He says, how long will you hide your face from me? Look what the psalmist says in verse 2. He says, how long must I take counsel in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all the day? How long shall my enemies be exalted over me? You know, this is the how long psalm. He's asked it several different times. How long, how long, how long, how long? And there are some of us right now, we identify with this because we've been wanting God to pull us out. We've been wanting God to deliver us. We've been wanting God to snatch us out of this situation. We're saying, God, how long will I stay here? Oh, and God told me to tell you, you're going to stay there until you're diagnosed, until you deal with what you need to deal with. Come on. You can go from job to job. You can go from marriage to marriage. Come on, you can go from church to church. You can be able to change your environment all you want, but until you deal with what you need to deal with, God said you're going to keep pumping into what it is that you're pumping into. You got to be able to diagnose what it is that's going on in your life. And here the psalmist saying, how long do I got to keep on counseling myself? How long do I got to keep on going through this vicious cycle? Is there anybody in virtual land right now? You feel yourself in a vicious virtual cycle. That ain't what I want to say, but that's still good because you're virtually and it's still vicious. Have you ever found yourself in a vicious cycle over and over and over? If it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not another thing, it's the same thing all over again. The psalmist said, how long? How long? Look what he says in Psalm 42:3. Look, he said, my tears, somebody can identify with this. My tears have become my food day and night, while they say to me all the day long, where is your God? The psalmist says, my tears have become my food. They become my nourishment. Lord have mercy. I've cried so much to where it just become second nature. Has anybody ever been there before? To where someone just can ask you how you're doing and water can well up in your eye. And somebody can just ask you, well, what's going on here? And you begin to cry. That speaks to a pain. That speaks to something that's going on, not superficially, but something that's going on down on the inside. Look what Jeremiah said in Lamentation 3:49. He says, my tears flow endlessly. He says they will not stop. There's somebody that's right here in this condition. You have to diagnose your illness. You can't keep deflecting on people. You can't keep deflecting on this person, keep deflecting on that person. But you got to be able to deal with the issue at hand, because there are some things that we just have to deal with in order for us to grow and in order for us to advance. That's all Pastor trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you that you got to deal with it.